Okay, so 9th standard students, a very warm welcome. And nowadays we are doing the economics part, and we are in the second chapter, that is development. Oh, not development, that is human resource of India. So human resource of India, I told you what we have done already, introduction, people as resource, and we was for the past two videos we was discussing about the characteristics or the features or the elements of the India's population. What is the exact, we know this is our population rate, okay, means we are nowadays having 1.3, okay, means 135 crores, okay. But the thing is, many other things are there, so those things we are doing right nowadays. Last point I was describing you that low quality of population. I told that low quality of population refers to the education, skill, personal health of a person, that is the quality, and in India it is very low. How it is? Quality of education can be judged from the education, skill and health level of people. This is measured through literacy and skill attainment and life expectancy. Life expectancy means till which age a person can be alive. Okay, I am telling you, we take the average. How we make an average? Somebody is going to die by the age of 70, somebody 60, somebody 80, okay. So if you add this 3 and again divided by 3, then you will get the average percentage, that this is the average age life expectancy is there in India. One more point is there, that one we will discuss in later. Low literacy level. Okay, now we will go for this low literacy level. What is this low literacy level? Low literacy in India, low level in India, low literacy level in India is very low and down. In 2011, 74% of the people were literate. In 2011, why we are mentioning 2011? Because 2011 we have done our census, okay, and again it will be get done by 2011, 21. Every 10 years we are doing this. So whatever the teaching or knowledge I have to give you, I have to be official as per the book, okay. We know we are telling 1.35 crores, 1.35 crores we are, means 135 crores almost is our population, but this is not official. As per 2011 it was 1 point something, okay, it was there. So we have to tell like that, whatever already it is recorded. So as per the 2011, 74% of the people were literate. Literate means educated, 74%, okay. Then so 31 crores, okay, as per that 2011, okay, it was 110, okay, 110 crores. So 31%, so 31 crores people are not able to read and write. As per the record, it is telling if 74% persons are literate, then the rest of the persons are illiterate, means they don't know how to write and read, and that is 31%. Female literacy rate is still lower at 65%, okay, still female literacy rate is still lower at 65%, but in these 10 years it is increasing. I am not telling nowadays we are giving education for both the boys and girls simultaneously. It was not like that before 10 years. So these records are before 10 years, but we are improving. I told you, no, everything will get improved day by day. It takes a long time. It's not that in one day we can achieve from 0 to 100. Okay, so this is low literacy level. Means in India the literacy level is low comparing to other developed countries. Now the second point is low level of education and training. Low level of education and training. The level of education and training in India is low. Person enrolled for higher education in the age group of 20 to 25, those who are in the age group of 20 to 25, they will go for higher education. Means in this period only they will be finishing their graduation and they will be going for masters or some other professional course. So that is very low, and it was 20.4% only, 20.4% only in 2012. It is 1/4 of the developed countries. It is 1/4 of the developed countries. Number of doctors per thousand in population is 0.7, very low. Okay, but nowadays it has increased. Now you can see more doctors. And number of engineers per thousand population is only 210. Means out of 1000 students, you will get only 210 as the engineers. It is less compared to other advanced countries. Now the third one is there. That is low life expectancy. Okay, low life, you will get it in the notes. What is this low life expectancy? Sometimes before only I was telling you. The thing is, life expectancy is the number of years a person is expected to live life. Okay, we can expect. We don't know when we will die, but our expectation is there. Expectation is nothing but a hope. Okay, life expectancy. Then what is this life expectancy? Life expectancy is the number of years a person is expected to live life. Okay, in India it is 65.8 years in 2013. In 2013 one survey was made, and in that it is told that most of the people are having a age of 65.8 years expectancy. Means if you make an average, this is the average rate. Okay, but if you are having a questions in mind, hey, somebody is going in the age group of 40, 45, okay, so that is not taken by accident. Somebody is going, okay, for illness going, but taking all the ratio, okay, taking all the age, and if you divide it with all that, how many people you have taken, in 2013 it came 65.8. Okay, which is much lower compared to other developed countries. Low work participation rate. Low work participation rate. What is this? Work participation rate is the ratio of working population to the total population. Suppose total population we are having 135 crores. Out of that, all are not working. So who are working to who are not working? That is the ratio of work participation rate. We can take the rate. So work participation rate is the rate of working population, those who are working, to the total population. Okay, in India it is 39.8% only in 2011, which indicates a high proportion of non-working population. 60% of the people are not working, only 40% of the people are working. Now the last point, which is very much essential as the characteristics or features, that is overpopulation. Means population what we are expected. Suppose I am having a land of this one, I can expect here 100 people, but we are having here 300 people, so we are overpopulated. Our population is very high and it has crossed the tolerable limit. It has crossed already. Because 135, we are the second populous. Means in regarding the population, we are the second after China. Despite increase in food production in 2015-16, it is getting increasing food production. Still poverty, hunger, malnutrition. Poverty means poorness. Hunger, there is no food for somebody. Malnutrition, if you take less food, okay, it will be showing at your body. Some disease may attack you because you don't have that much of immune to resist that disease. That is malnutrition are still acute in India, which results in these are there. So the result is low per capita income. Low per capita income means all the people are having what income? That is per capita income. Low standard of living, you don't have money, your standard of living will be very low, you don't have money to expend for yourself, your cloth will not be up to the mark, okay, you are not able to put some this one, your cosmetics and all, okay, and you are not having money for proper nutritious food, so it will show you it will give you the low standard of living, high slum population. Slum population means these small houses are there, no, they don't have proper toilet, they don't have proper light, that is slum population. Unemployment and underemployment. Of course, unemployment will be there. Suppose a country, I told you, no, here jobs are for, suppose in this area jobs are for 100 people. If 300 people are there, automatically there will be non-employment, there will be underemployment of that area. So with this, we have computed the characteristics of India's population. In the next video, we will proceed, okay, with the demographic transition. Okay, in the next class I will tell you all those things regarding the demographic transition. Okay, thank you.